Do you remember a time when video games felt risky? A period when an entire industry almost vanished, only to be resurrected by a single, gray box that would change everything? Because if you think today's gaming landscape is exciting, you absolutely need to look back at the revolutionary era defined by the Nintendo Entertainment System. Back in October of 1985, Nintendo made a quiet test run, selling just 100,000 NES units exclusively in New York City. The video game market had just imploded in 1983, a spectacular crash that left everyone wondering if anyone even wanted another digital toy hooked to their TV. But then, an undeniable magic started to happen. Games like Baseball and Duck Hunt, with its iconic Zapper peripheral, captivated players. Then, Super Mario Bros. Arrived, cementing itself as a cultural phenomenon and a must-have pack-in title for the nationwide launch. Suddenly, the potential wasn't just clear, it was an explosion. This wasn't just a new era of gaming. It was a rescue mission, and the Japanese company, Nintendo, led the charge, selling nearly 62 million units worldwide and literally saving the home console market. The NES was powerful for its time, but its true legend rests with its downright ludicrous library of software. This console became home to not only Nintendo's own trailblazing first-party games like Mario, Metroid, and The Legend of Zelda, but it also fostered burgeoning franchises from external partners like Konami, Capcom, and Tecmo. Think Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Ninja Gaiden. So many of today's gaming dynasties actually began right there on the NES. Now, picking the best from such a legendary lineup can feel like an impossible task. Nostalgia definitely plays its part, but we also acknowledge that some of these classics can feel a little rough around the edges today. Yet, an astonishing number of NES releases still hold up beautifully, and even those that show their age retain an undeniable, foundational impact. A true classic, after all, is something you love, even if it occasionally makes you want to throw your controller across the room. Consider Super Mario Bros. This wasn't just a game, it was the game. Designed by the master, Shigeru Miyamoto, it took an arcade hero and gave him a distinct identity, precise run-and-jump mechanics, and an entire kingdom to explore. 40 years later, it still plays like a dream, an incredible sense of momentum and tight control. It didn't just inspire thousands of games, it almost single-handedly reinvigorated the entire industry. And then, if Mario gave us the joy of platforming, games like Metroid plunged us into something decidedly darker. Heavily influenced by Ridley Scott's Alien, it threw players into a desolate, maze-like world with little direction, exploring chamber by chamber, slowly acquiring new tools to unlock previously blocked paths. It felt like a chore at times, yes, but it popularized a dizzying amount of mechanics that you see in modern giants like Hollow Knight and Elden Ring. It showed us that exploration could be a genre unto itself. Or take Mega Man 2. This game was all about player choice, letting you pick your path through 8 distinct levels, each with its own boss. The catch? Each boss had a weakness to another boss's ability, turning the game into a methodical, strategic dance of progression. It was a masterclass in challenging platforming perfection. But how did Nintendo manage to one-up even Super Mario Bros.? They did it with Super Mario Bros. 3. This wasn't just a sequel, it was an exponential leap forward. Its levels were dense with increasingly complex physical puzzles, taught organically as you played. The visuals were vibrant. The world map gave you agency, and the power-ups, from the Fire Flower to the iconic Tanuki suit, offered incredible new ways to play. It cemented countless franchise staples still present today. It's a guaranteed joy to pick up and play, no matter how many times you have conquered it. The NES continued to see new releases well into the early 90s, but for many, it truly peaked right there. Super Mario Bros. 3 embodies everything that makes a Nintendo game great, and it stands as the absolute best of what that era had to offer. It wasn't just about pixels and cartridges. It was about imagination, challenge, and the pure, unadulterated fun that redefined gaming forever. So, tell us, what NES game still holds a special place in your heart? Let us know on social media, and remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech and gaming that shaped our world.